Welcome to this skill builder session on dissertations. So, what is a dissertation? A dissertation is a long formalized form of essay in which you generate a topic or inquiry, plan and execute a project that investigates it, and write up what you did and what you found. This is a general introduction. Other skills development sessions offer specific guidance on literature reviews, researching your dissertation, and writing up a dissertation. There are many similarities between dissertations and essays. These include the requirement for research, planning, and a clear structure, critical analysis of evidence used to support the points or arguments you are making, accurate referencing of all your sources, whether quoted, paraphrased, or summarized, the use of clear, succinct, formal, objective academic language, avoiding, for example, slang, jargon, or repetition, the need to edit and proofread carefully prior to submission. Guidance on these and all other academic skills needed to write a dissertation can be obtained via the SAS web pages www.kent.ac.uk/SAS. So, what makes dissertations different from essays? Firstly, the topic of a dissertation can be chosen by you, the student. A dissertation needs to study a topic in greater depth and with more angles, therefore it will be longer. For the same reason, more reading will be required, which you will demonstrate by including a literature review. Rather than just comprise a series of paragraphs, a dissertation will contain a number of designated, clearly marked sections. For example, contents page, literature review, methodology, findings, and so on. You also have added presentation options. For example, you can use numbered chapters, subheadings, bullet points, charts, or diagrams. Finally, most dissertations include some form of original research, so you can add to the scholarly debate. So, where do you start? The first step in producing your dissertation is to choose a topic of research. It should inspire you enough to maintain your long-term interest and be practical in terms of time, budget, and other constraints. It should also fall within the general expertise of your academic supervisor, enabling them to offer informed guidance as you research the topic. Finally, your topic should be narrow enough in focus to explore in depth, thus enabling you to add in some way to the scholarly debate. Having decided on your chosen research topic, you will then need to write and gain approval of your dissertation proposal. Your dissertation proposal would include the following elements: an outline of your chosen topic, its focus, and the aims and objectives of your research. You will include a preliminary literature search to set your topic in context with what is already known about it. This process may highlight gaps in knowledge that your work may aim to fill. You will outline your research methodology to show that your research will be undertaken effectively, a dissertation outline to show that its findings will be presented professionally, and a project schedule to confirm that it will be completed efficiently and on time. Overall, the proposal should demonstrate that your dissertation will be interesting, relevant, and practical, and contain an element of originality. It's important to map out the stages of work you will need to undertake to complete your dissertation and allocate time for each stage leading to the submission date. You may plot and present your work schedule however you like, as a chart such as this, or simply as a series of dates signalling the beginning and end of different stages of work. The important thing is to show you have a plan for managing all stages of the work in a timely way. As this slide shows, a dissertation comprises a series of clearly designated sections. Whilst dissertations can vary in nature, length, content and style between different subjects, some or all of the following components are usually present. They follow a logical sequence as you present your work to the reader. Let's look at the left-hand column. These are the elements which go before and after the main body of research. Firstly, you will have a title page. Your title should reflect the outcome of the dissertation, so sometimes some fine-tuning is required when your research is completed and its final destination has been arrived at. On the following page, you may need to acknowledge people or organisations that have contributed significantly to the creation of your report. For example, perhaps someone offered you the use of a laboratory in which to conduct your research. An abstract would follow. This comprises a brief 200 to 300 word standalone summary of the document, including background, key aims, methods, findings and conclusions, and can be read by anyone wanting an overview of your work, but who is unable to devote time to reading it in its entirety. Your contents page will come next, clearly signposting what is in your dissertation and on what page everything can be found. Now we have the work itself, the main body, shown here in the right-hand column. This comprises the following sections, arranged in a logical sequence as follows. Introduction. This will outline the context, focus, aims, objectives of the dissertation. Background information. This will include anything the reader may need to know at the start in order to understand the content of the dissertation. Background information may be minimal, in which case it might be integrated into your introduction. Alternatively, as here, it may be extensive enough to warrant its own subheaded section. Your literature review, which summarises existing knowledge around the topic, would come next, followed by your methodology, which explains how you found things out and the reasoning behind your choice of research methods. Now that the reader has confidence in your research methods, you are ready to present its findings, which you will go on to analyse and discuss what they mean. Whether you combine your findings, analysis and discussion within a single section or as 3 separate sections depends on the nature of the subject matter and what you feel will work best. Finally, your conclusion will summarise what your key findings indicate, clarify or confirm before you go on to outline any recommendations that those findings suggest. Your dissertation will end with your bibliography, acknowledging all your sources and your appendices. This is the final optional section in which you can present any supplementary information for anyone who wishes to delve deeper into your work, but which would be too long or complicated to include in the main body of the document, a draft of a 20-page questionnaire that you have devised, for example. Recaps of these different structural elements appear on the following 2 slides. This is a recap of the overall elements of a dissertation. And this is a recap of the key components of a dissertation main body. For guidance on the broader range of skills needed to write a dissertation, please go to the SAS web pages www.kent.ac.uk/SAS, where you can book a one-to-one appointment with one of the SAS team or find more information on all aspects of dissertations.